There's a part of you that just knows what people are feeling. Is this real? Or is it just woo-woo bullshit? We're about to prove that what you have isn't woo-woo. It's Carl Jung's blueprint for practical genius in a world addicted to surface-level bullshit. It's a cognitive superpower, and will give you a practical master strategy to go from just having this power to effectively using it. Think about it. You walk into a normal room, a meeting, a dinner, whatever. You just want it to be simple. You just want to connect, but the antenna is always on. You can't turn it off. So while they're making small talk, you're just noticing things. The joke that isn't really a joke. The look your friend gives their partner when they think no one else sees. The forced cheerfulness in someone's voice. And you've learned, probably the hard way, that you can't talk about what you're actually seeing. You break the entire social code. The result? You just nod. You become the quiet one, good listener. You let the surface conversation play out while an entirely different, high-definition movie runs in your mind. This constant silent translation, this job of holding two realities in your head at once, is profoundly draining. It's isolating work, which is why you walk away from a simple chat feeling like you just ran a marathon. That experience, that exhaustion, is not a flaw. It is the price of admission. But what does it actually buy you? It buys you the truth. But let's be brutally clear about something. Everyone has intuition. It's like a calculator app they open up once in a while. That is not what you have. You don't have the app. You have the entire goddamn operating system. It's not a choice. It's the background process for your whole life. It is always on. And that sudden, crystal clear thought that lands in your head. She's going to dump his sorry ass. This project is going to fail. They're lying. That's not a guess. That's not a vibe. That is the executive summary from your operating system, which just processed 1 million data points while everyone else was still typing in the numbers. That OS has a name. Introverted Intuition. And that jolt of absolute certainty that comes from running hardware nobody else even knows they have. The legendary Carl Jung had a word for it. He called it genius. So if you're a genius, why does being right so often feel like shit? All right, let's get real. Your best friend brings home their new partner, and on paper, she's perfect, charming, smart, funny. Everyone in the room is sold. Your friend is looking at you, their eyes begging you to love this person too. But you can't, because your system is screaming. It's not a feeling, it's data. You see the subtle dig disguised as a joke. You see the way she answers questions for your friend. You recognize the same pattern of control your friend just escaped from last year. But this time, it's wearing a nicer dress. And now, the war starts. The one in your head. Do I say something? Do I risk being the jealous, bitter friend? Do I break my friend's heart right now based on a knowing I can't even prove? You see the look on your friend's face. They're so happy. So you smile. You say, she's great. That, right there, that horrible moment. Let me tell you what that feeling actually is. It's not anxiety. It's not a flaw. It's the part of your brain that never forgets a pattern. It has just scanned this new person, cross-referenced them with every other person you've ever known, and it found a match, a dangerous one. It's screaming, warning! This person's behavior matches the pattern of the last person who broke your friend's heart. That nervousness in your gut isn't you being weak. It's you being right. And your job isn't to argue with the data. Your job is to decide what to do with it. So how do you go from just having the data to actually using it? You're in that room. Your gut is screaming that your friend's perfect new partner is a bitch. Your friend, he turns to you, his face full of hope, and asks the killer question. So, what do you think of her? You're trapped between the two shitty options. Speak and be the villain, or stay silent and be the coward. But there is a third option. Here is the only move that works, the one that honors your friendship and your own gut. It's a two-part play. It doesn't happen in one night. Part 1, tonight, you secure the friendship. You look him dead in the eye, and you tell him the absolute 100% truth. You say, man, I see how happy she makes you. It's awesome. That's it. You don't lie. You don't mention your opinion of her. You validate his happiness. You prove you are on his team. You earn the right to have the next conversation. Part 2. Later, when it's quiet. A few days later, you're hanging out. The mood is right. You don't give him advice. You don't give him a warning. You tell a story about yourself. You say, man, remember how I was when I first met Danielle? I was on top of the world, and I was so focused on how awesome it felt that I completely ignored those first few red flags. You know the ones I'm talking about. I just didn't want to see them, and then you stop talking. You don't mention his new partner again. You don't draw the comparison for him. You don't have to. You've just handed him a memory from your own life, a piece of your own painful history. You've given him a mirror, not a lecture. You've armed him with your experience, and you've trusted him to be smart enough to use it. You stopped being the psychic trying to prove you're right. You became the friend who was willing to share a scar to save someone else from getting one. That's how you use this. That's how you win. But let's be crystal clear about what winning actually means. Winning isn't rubbing your friend's face in it 6 months later when you're proven right. Winning isn't a smug, I told you so. Winning is honouring both your friendship and your perception without sacrificing either. Winning is giving someone you love the tools to see the truth for themselves. Winning is being effective, not just being right. The war in your head is over. The debate is done. Your work has just begun. This world is built for the loud, but you're built for the true. This is your edge. So go out there, use that gift, wield it like a blade.